in the morning till 6 at night. So she'd be there every day, taking care of him, feeding him and holding him. And I was able to meet them at lunchtime. And then at the end of the day, we would come home. So it's like, okay, we got to get up and go be parents. Let's go down to the hospital.
God, I didn't even think of that.
For 36 days, I'd go to work and meet her at the hospital at my lunch hour.
Your son was at the hospital.
He was at the hospital the whole time. And so when we were done, okay, let's go home, leave the baby behind at the hospital. So when we took him home on April 4th of 2007, we knew it was like, we already know what to do. It was like almost like on the job training. And then
that doesn't hurt.
As new parents, it wasn't a weird thing to us to bring him home. We're like, okay, we do this, we do that. We were already had a 5-week, 6-week training course at the hospital on how to be parents with real babies.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of interesting,
We had to go back for that one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. That's right, huh?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But he's like he's like a 6 foot tall young man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he's
gonna start high school. That's insane.
I know. He's gonna be. Yeah, once we get this year done, fingers crossed. With everything, he'll be on high school. Because I don't know about you, brother, but when I went to high school, it was junior high was 7th, 8th, 9th. High school was 10th, 11th, 12th.
Right.
So, but now it's just only 7th and 8th grade is middle school.
Well, I think that's traditionally what the rest of the world was doing before.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
everybody else kind of was doing that, but in Santa Rosa, Slater. Go Spartans.
Yeah, did you go to Slater?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did Owen. Yeah, definitely. That's right. Yeah.
Slater Spartans, baby.
We're both Monty grads. There
Yep.
you go. What year? 87?
I graduated in 88.
88.
It took me an extra year.
Oh, yeah. I was 91. So it's my 30-year anniversary this year, believe it or not.
Did you do any of the did you do any of the reunions or anything?
No, I never did.
I was always
with Facebook, you don't really have to, I mean, I talk to people I want to talk to. And the ones I want to gloat at, I just look them up and just kind of point at them from my computer screen.
You're perfect Facebook age, man. You're like Gen Xer.
Totally.
Or
I know.
older.
I have friends that I asked, why don't you get on Facebook? Well, how sad is that for an adult, a guy my age to get on Facebook? I said, dude, this is made for us. It'd be sad if you went on the chat.
I think it's 40 or over now for Facebook.
Well, 2.7 billion people use Facebook. Ugh. It's by far the most used social media platform.
It's pretty gross too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, just the Facebook of it. The connection of it's awesome.
I was always anti-social media until, my son and I got into these remote control cars that we got into. And my wife ended up signing me up for an account because there's a local group.
Oh, she had to do it.
There's a local group that has, meetups and they make courses. And so I would kind of do it through her page. And she got tired. I just made you a page. And so I'm like, what? And so the next time I go onto my page and I have like 60 people wanting to be my friend or whatever it was. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I kind of got the gist of it. And, now I can't imagine life without it, because
right.
I mean, and I'm mostly in it
right.
for groups. I mean, there's friends, of course, but I have certain things I'm into as far as hobbies that I'm more onto that. I buy and sell a lot of things on Facebook, and it's like I couldn't imagine what life is without. As sad as that sounds, but I mean, I embrace it. I love it.
Well, what's a drag is that was the early, and we were around for those times, but the early promise of the internet was like, wow, we can make all these connections with people and everything's great, and then all the shitheads started with the misinformation and the trolling.
God.
And
boy, oh boy, there's nothing worse than fake account guy.
Right.
Dude, fake account guy is like,
Kevin
if you have
Durant.
a fake account right now, you're listening to this, you should probably kill yourself.
Talking to you, Durant.
But keep listening to the podcast. For sure. But yeah, fake account guy is
misinformation and people who just start shit to fuck with people.
God, I know. Jesus Christ.
Because there's a lot of knuckleheads that just eat stuff up.
Absolutely. I think we know one of them. We just talked about earlier.
What is that?
Yes. I mean, I'm more about, hey, my broom is standing up in the kitchen without anybody touching it. That's amazing to me.
But then there's stuff like TikTok. TikTok now is incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I don't know much about TikTok, but you've been enlightening me on TikTok.
I've tossed you one or two things.
Yes,
TikTok,
and they've all been wonderful.
It's just like the old Vine, which I never did Vine much.
I never did any of that.
Yeah, but it's just short video clips.
Yeah, that's it.
And it can be anything you can think of. And what's amazing is there are so many talented people either with comedy or they're doing crazy shit that you had no idea that wouldn't exist in any other
I don't think
format.
I've seen a non-funny TikTok video. Of course, I don't seek them out. I get them sent to me, but everyone everyone that gets sent to me, I laugh my ass off.
Dude, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
People are working their little hearts out.
I'm telling you, I know. If I had any kind of like gumption or any kind of gall to do it, I could probably be a good TikToker, but it's like the last thing.
So the relief with TikTok, and I'm sure it'll end soon enough, but it's all pretty lighthearted, and there's not a lot of politics.
There's no time for politics in a short video like that.
Yeah, if any. And so everybody just gets in, gets out. It's quick.
Yeah. Speaking of the politics, though, dude, I don't know about you, man, but I cannot get enough of this insurrection. I mean, just, dude, these videos.
This is amazing.
It's compelling. I mean, I couldn't believe,
look at me,
dude.
Look at me doing a federal offense.
I mean,
it's so good. We were talking about the guy at the airport who couldn't fly. Do you remember that clip?
I just saw the one where they ambushed Mitt Romney at the airport. Did you see that one?
Oh, yeah. That's sad.
And on the plane,
that was one of my hotter tweets, man. I tweeted on that. I'm
nice.
Get off the guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of us now. Pull him over. Pull him over the fence. Get him up.
But there was one of the insurrectionists was like put on a no-fly list or whatever. And he goes, so he's snowflaking it at the airport going, I can't believe they think I'm a terrorist and I can't fly.
Also, I have my podium here. Where would I put the podium? Yeah. But remember, that was all Antifa that was there. It wasn't any of them. It wasn't any Trump people that were there. You know what?
They don't like that, dude. The Trump people are like, no. Yeah. That's us, man. Don't steal our thunder.
Watching that video, I really just was kind of like, you know what? Do what you got to do. But the only thing that bothered me about that whole day was seeing that guy with the Confederate flag in the Capitol building. Yeah. That was the one thing that I'm like,
oh, that was the one thing that did it for you,
That's
Jack?
the one thing that like, hey, wait, this is wrong. But to see that guy with that flag, and if you call yourself an American and you're there and you're going to take the country back and you let that motherfucker walk in that building, I tell you, he didn't just pull it out of his pants and just start waving it. People saw him bring that flag into the Capitol building. How did that guy got in? I'll never understand. The rest of it, you know what?
How did that guy get in? Because he was that. I'm assuming that was the prevailing sentiment of the. I mean, let's be honest. MAGA, in my opinion, and is pretty clear that means let's make America white again.
Yeah, I would say. I think you're onto something. Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Trump says make America great again, or he did, and I think there's a wink and a nod there, which means let's get rid of that black guy who's president.
Yeah. That's for sure. Yeah. And let's give it up for Joe Biden right now. He's not in any Twitter wars with any late night hosts.
Right.
We want that in a president, people. That's a good thing.
He's so boring.
Yes. We have exactly.
They asked. I forget what they asked him about, and he's like, "I got shit to do."
I know.
Basically,
this is the perfect guy at the perfect time. This guy's gonna pump brakes, both feet. You know, he's gonna print out directions on how to get somewhere. He's not gonna, he's gonna use his Garmin if he thinks he's really technical. He's not gonna. He's Grandpa Joe just in time. I'm telling you, we need a guy like that.
I was talking to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, he's a puppet." And that he doesn't even know what day it is, and he's some doddering old.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's a hair sniffer. That's the worst. If that's his worst crime, then oh my gosh.
Oh my God, who's Cuomo?
Oh yeah, that guy too, man. Well, that guy was. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean we've spent enough time. We're younger men.
Yes,
younger.
I like to think we are.
Some of us are about 51.
Yes, some of us are still in our 40s.
I'm not a younger man. Okay. I used to be a younger man, but we've all seen the previous people from the previous generation not getting that the world's changed in regards to like sexism and racism and
absolutely.
And my wife, Rosemary's like aghast that Cuomo would behave in such a manner.
I tell you,
and I'm like, I've been around a little bit too much of that.
Yeah,
and the funny thing is with Cuomo, and I don't have, I don't live in New York. I don't have a real stake in what happens to him.
Sure,
but I mean, I look at him as kind of like that beloved pet that is a biter.
Yeah, he's cool and all, but watch out. Sometimes he gets in a mood.
He gets in a mood and he'll bite you.
Well,
and that at some point, and that point for him may be now, where you got to put him down.
Yeah,
I'm not saying kill. I'm not advocating killing Mario Cuomo.
Sure,
or that was his dad.
He had. It's funny you say that, Phil, because
Andrew Cuomo.
This summer with the COVID and everything, he really took the reins he took the lead on this whole COVID-19 thing. I felt like he was one of the
right.
Yeah, especially for being in New York.
He was a contrary voice to the it's going to go away.
It's just the flu.
Be fine. Yeah.
The people, the nation, in essence, was looking to him on information. Right. Him, much like Dr. Fauci,
he stepped up in a way.
Yeah, he was he's the kind of guy. When you go to him instead of the president, this guy. I'm like, this guy's really got the pulse of America right now.
Just keep it, his hands away from your tits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or whatever, your lower back.
Don't walk in there on a cold day. He's going to find out, he's going to tune you right in.
Nobody's like a dog that bites.
Yeah, absolutely.
And at one point, that dog bites one too many times, and you got to you got to take that last trip to the vet.
That's true too.
And this might be
we can carpool. I got the 20-year-old cat and Cuomo. We're ready to go.
I think he's and my point is I see him as the dog that bites.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely.
He can't help it. He doesn't even know it's wrong.
Was he asked to resign? I haven't.
So there's a lot of pressure coming now for him to resign.
Yeah.
And whether he does or doesn't, I don't care.
Well, if he has to resign, we should put Al Franken in there. Poor bastard.
I know. And if you're going to go there, then so the senator from New York, Kirsten Gillibrand, right, who was basically the one that ran Franken out of the Senate,
right,
hasn't said boo about Cuomo.
Of course not. Yeah, absolutely not.
Son of a gun.
Well, what's Marjorie Taylor Greene doing? Let's get her up in New York and see how long she lasts.
I think she's hanging with our friend.
Well, yeah, I think so too.
He's like, oh my God.
I think you're right. I think they're down at the Cracker Barrel, like I said, going through a Bass Pro Shop coupons.
MTG is hot. Yeah. He's up there going, wow.
You should have got her in my elf.
You know what's great is she's like, she's holding up like voting on the names of posts offices and stuff. Just how I want to be the biggest pain in the ass I can.
Yes.
To everyone.
Vote for me. Yeah. Make America a pain in the ass again.
And even even Republicans now are like, hey, somebody slip some antifreeze in her soup or something, please.
Totally. Yeah.
Look at you doing politics, Jay. You're getting old.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. I know. Dude, I just told my wife, I said, I haven't watched the news in like a month now, and it's been great.
Julie's always been hardcore news, though.
Oh, right? Yeah. She's, when's the weather coming on? That's her news. But, but I don't know. The insurrection just compelled me. I was just like, to see what was driving these people, and I was really.
What do you think? Start to finish. Yeah. So it was on January 6th. They had the rally in the morning, but take it from there.
Well, I didn't know much about it.
What were you doing that day?
I work nighttime, so I was off. I was washing some dishes, and I happened to turn on. I go on my Facebook, and I'm looking, and it says, "Oh, Trump people are gathering at the Capitol building today." I'm like, "Oh, it looks windy there today." Because the flags are blowing and everything like that. I'm like, "Oh, it's cold and windy in Washington today." And I think I went to turn on the TV for something, and of course every channel starting to cover it, and it just showed the Capitol building and just people everywhere, and it just showed, I saw a lot of the Trump flags and everything, and I'm like, they're all out in front of the Capitol building, but then I'm like, they're really close, and I realized they're on the steps and everything, but they weren't showing windows being knocked in or anything like that, and right when I kind of sat down with my lunch, stuff turned sour, so I'm like, oh my God, look at this, and then they said they shot a woman. And that they showed that poor guy that poor cop pinned against the wall screaming, I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And they were really looking, then, they wanted to, where's Nancy Pelosi? Then I saw the picture of the guy on Nancy's desk, and I'm like, holy shit, they breached.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Then I saw, of course, the happiest motherfucker in the whole town with carrying that podium. That was a $1 million smile. Podium that guy.
Podium guy.
Yeah, podium guy.
I think it's a lectern. Technically, it's a lectern.
A lectern? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the guy with the lectern.
Lectern guy.
Yeah. But I cleaned my gun on this thing. But just to see.
And the shaman.
Yeah. Yeah,
dude,
that guy.
Did I send you the Lego Insurrection playset?
No. I can 100% guarantee you did not send me that, because I remember that.
Oh my God, that's so good. I'll send it to you.
That guy, yeah. I did dig his tattoo. Did you see his stomach tattoo with like the sword blade? I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. But,
what a wacky crew
it's funny you say that, because once I saw that guy, I immediately saw a post on Facebook that they're showing him at Antifa rallies, or Antifa from the summer, George Floyd things from the summer,
right?
And I'm like, I can't tell if these are him or not. I don't really believe everything I see on Facebook. Luckily, I'm one of the only ones that don't.
How dare you, sir?
I know, but just. Because you see so much more. I'm like, I know there's going to be YouTube videos and other videos, like, Facebook especially has some really good videos, like people with their cell phones, of videos of them into the building, into the chamber.
Not to mention whatever the CCTV. I'm assuming, I would hope the Capitol's got a lot of cameras.
Seeing those Secret Service guys with their guns drawn, and that one cool picture with them. I'm like, dude, this is going to go really crazy here. And then where is the National Guard?
Oh, it could have gotten so much worse.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I mean, nothing stopped them from just opening fire on all. They wouldn't have killed everybody, but it didn't. Apparently, not everybody there was armed as far as the crowd goes. I mean, other than
they didn't have guns, but they were like
shoving bear piss. What'd they have? Bear spray or something?
Yeah,
like
bears. No, the pepper spray.
Okay,
bears.
yeah. Okay, that's
what bear spray is.
But
and they're sticking flags up people's asses.
What was really interesting is seeing them like talking to the Capitol Police. You saying, "You guys need to move. There's 10,000 of us. There's 3 of you. You guys have to move." And there's like, "Yeah," you can just kind of see them like. I'm going home tonight.
Dude, how awesome is Officer Goodman?
Yeah, that guy, man. Yeah, he was ringing the bell, ding, 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 ding. He kept them away.
God, that's fucking amazing, dude.
That was some quick thinking.
Well, I don't know if you know all of it, but like he ran into Mitt Romney before he got involved in that situation where he led people away. And Mitt Romney was heading back to the Senate or whatever, and he goes, "Turn the fuck around."
Wow, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I just see that same video everybody else sees where you can look down the hall and see that door open.
Yeah.
And he looks that way, and he ends up going the other way. And then
so nails.
Oh, yeah, the zombies are just like, black guy, follow him, kill him.